Welcome to JMR Talks. Today we will be discussing about influencer marketing. As we have seen, marketing has evolved over a period of time. We started, with the production era, where the emphasis was on production. The focus was on reducing the cost. Accordingly, business will be taken care of. From production, we move to what we call product area. In other words, if you come up with a quality product, the rest is what we call taken care of. From product era, we move to what we call sales era, wherein the companies were trying to what we call induce, inspire, to people to come forward and buy. From sales, we move to what we call marketing, where we said customer is the king. But today, from a marketing era, we are in a relationship era. That means our relationship with the customer that determines or defines what we call firm's future. As people normally say that lot of water has flown down the what we call Musi river. We moved from 4 P's to what we call 7 P's, from 4 P's to what we call 4 C's, where the emphasis was more on from the customer point of view, how he perceives the product in terms of the customer, the price, the cost, the place, convenience, and promotion what we call communicate. But subsequently, Professor Jagdish Seth and others, they came up with what we call 4 A's model, wherein people started talking about customers being aware, products being what we call accessible, affordable, and they being what we call aware, etc., etc. Now, till the other day, people were talking about content marketing, wherein the focus was what called to attract, engage, and retain the audience, by creating what we call interesting, videos, podcasts, etc., etc. Now, people are talking about influencer marketing. Now, what is influencer marketing? In what way it is different from what we call content marketing? Influencer marketing is a strategic marketing approach wherein the social influencers will be what we call endorsing the product and they'll be talking about the brand or the what we call product. Now, what is so special about these influencers and why should they be used in the what we call marketing? These influencers are the individuals with their dedicated social followings and most importantly, they are experts in their what we call chosen field. For example, look at what we call Cristiano Ronaldo. He endorses what we call Nike shoes. But a question arises as to why use what we call influencer marketing? By using influencer marketing, we can elevate about the brand awareness and the product awareness, and definitely it helps to what we call improve the sales. The beauty of what we call influencer marketing is that this individual has built trust over a period of time. He has that niche, in his what we call defined area. And when an influencer endorses a product, it is a social proof, to the customer and thereby inducing him, inspiring him to what we call to buy the product. Fine. So when we look at the difference between content marketing and influence marketing, we could see that in the content marketing, you are trying to create some interesting videos, blog posts, podcasts, etc., to attract, engage, and retain the customers. But in the influencer what we call marketing, we are bringing the what we call key people to promote the brand and the what we call product. And these influencers are experts. Now, sometimes people might be asking, in what way influencer what we call endorsement is different from what we call celebrity endorsement or celebrity marketing? Now, while influencers are experts in their chosen field, the celebrities need not be. Fine. Influencer marketing helps in what we call improving the awareness about our product and thereby helps to what we call improve the sales. But how to go about with this strategic marketing strategy? The first and the foremost thing is we have to find influencers and what we call their payment. So for this, we need to what we call do some research. We need to check whether they're already present on the what we call social media. Okay, what kind of what we call influencers we are looking at? Are we looking at what we call micro what we call influencers with a limited set of following, or the established big ones? And the most important thing, are we doing social listening? Are we trying to what we call understand what people are talking about different brands and different products as such? The second one is setting a target and the management strategy. Earlier, more than 50% of the budget, marketing budget, was on content marketing. And today we are talking about influencer marketing. So do we have a budget, for that? And secondly, let's keep it in our mind that these influencers what called human beings, and they might be having what called multiple partnerships as such. So we have to make sure that are they sending the message which we want? Are they able to connect with the the brand and the product which we would like them to showcase? Third, decide on goals and the message. Now, what sort of customer base we are looking at? When we look at the demographic composition, are we looking at the millennials? Are we looking at middle aged? Are we looking at senior citizens? Are we looking at creating a new group or a new group with a product? Okay, the beauty of influencers is that they have specific audiences, and their conversation tone and the personal narrative helps to bring the customers to buy our products or services. The next one is influencers outreach. Now, how to contact them? Some of the social influencers might be having their website, so we can always go there establish contact with them. But when we do research, it is all the more important that we pick up the right influencers. Probably in this regard, we could use Twitter analytical tools. The last but not the least is review and refine. Having decided a plan of action, a strategy, and structuring the influencer marketing campaign, we need to review and refine from time to time. In other words, what I'm advocating is that observe, adopt, and improve. Now, having looked at the concept of influence marketing and how to go about, let's look at two successful examples where the companies have used influencer marketing to improve their brand awareness and the sales. The FatFit Fun, as we all know, it's a lifestyle subscription brand. So what did they do? What did they did? They have picked up a celebrity cook, Aisha Curry, who's an influencer marketing on Facebook. And by partnering with him, they could improve their sales. Secondly, look at Kent Atameka. Heba's Kitchen is a leading YouTube Facebook channel. So they partnered with this and to improve the awareness about their new mission Kent Atameka, with the help of which we can make bread. That's fine, yeah. Companies are willing to go for influence marketing. But there's a saying that what cannot be measured cannot be managed. So when we are going for influencer marketing campaign, what about measuring the success? Yes, we can definitely measure success, monitor it, review it, and improvise on it. So what is it we can do? Have affiliate links, whereby you can track the purchases. Okay, then you can also track impressions, engagements, like likes, comments, etc., etc. So the best thing would be to monitor the traffic before the campaign, during the campaign, and after the campaign. So when you do these things, you will be able to find out, assess, are you on the right track, or do you need to going back to the drawing board and try to improve upon it. Now when we look at the commerce, domain, especially e-commerce, we find three trends. Number one, commerce. Commerce is everywhere. People are using mobile, they're using video, companies are using headless media, headless in the sense, people they may not be talking, but people they display their preferences by their actions. Now, for example, video. Now through video, during the COVID, people were able to see the products and accordingly select. Second trend is personalization with privacy. Today people are especially on the social media, they are concerned about the privacy. So as a company, are we able to ensure the personalization with privacy? And the last but not the least is from product to purpose. Today people don't just buy the goods and services just like that. They look at the set of values of the company. What are the ethical operations being carried out? Now, for instance, We have seen that when a company located near what we call Kolar gold mines, when they had some trouble by not because of not paying proper wages, etc., etc., the company had to be closed. Apple immediately what we call stopped buying parts from that. So people are looking at the company to know about their ethical way of what we call operating. So in conclusion, we can say that if the companies are looking to create outstanding customer experience, definitely their strategy has to be flexible, agile, and what we call responsive. Gone are those days when we used to talk about customer satisfaction. From customer satisfaction, we moved to what we call customer delight, and today we are talking about customer experience. So in conclusion, I could say that the more you are prepared to adopt to change, the more the chances of what we call you succeeding at the marketplace. After all, every company what we call aims to succeed at the marketplace, and definitely influencer marketing, if what we call implemented properly, will definitely help the company to improve its brand and product awareness and improve the what we call sales. Thank you.